Jess, and this is my channel, Smart Queen 7. So today I want to talk about skincare, especially from a cosplay perspective. I know everyone wants good, healthy, clear-looking skin, but I feel like ever since I started really doing cosplay more regularly, or at least semi-regularly, I felt like a really extra big kick to get my skin issues under control. Mostly from a confidence standpoint. I want to feel confident in my everyday life, but I also really want to feel confident when someone else is pointing their camera at me and knowing, hey, even if maybe I have a silly look on my face or the pose isn't flattering, at least I'm not worrying about, is my acne or my redness showing through my makeup? It's the camera picking up weird lighting and just making it look extra inflamed. I don't want to think about that. I just want to go out, have fun, smile, take pictures, and enjoy myself without worrying about things that I used to think I didn't have control of, but turns out I had more control than I thought. I'm not a doctor. Disclaimer, not a doctor. But I do recommend seeing a dermatologist. I had up such a resistance to going. I always thought, if I can just find the right product, which yes is true, then all my skin problems will go away. But that's not always the case. Sometimes there's health issues involved. Sometimes there's things that you really do need medication for. And yes, the dermatologist is expensive. Yes, some of the medications are very expensive. But the cost to me was worth how I feel. Obviously, my skin isn't completely flawless. Let's face it, as cosplayers, we've got very, 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 very high standards to live up to. I mean, we're never going to be as flawless as an animated character is, but, we want to try and get as close to it as possible. And so I finally went to a doctor because I had so much redness all through here on my face. And I thought I just had a ruddy complexion. As it turned out, I had rosacea. So he was able to prescribe some very expensive, very effective creams for me. And even after just a couple of weeks, I started having a lot less redness. You can even see there's a little hint of it, but it used to be so bad. So red. I'd have to put on so much makeup to cover it up. And now I mix my foundation with my moisturizer and go out the door and feel totally fine. Obviously, a lot of people's concerns are acne, which can be caused by a lot of different things. Mine was a lot of hormones. I'm on a pill now. That helps a lot. So greatly reduced, still wasn't perfect. I actually found that less is more with my skin. I have very sensitive skin, which the dermatologist told me that too. He realized how sensitive it was. So now I actually have found the perfect soap for me. I'm sure if you've had acne problems, you have tried a lot of different face soaps, hoping to find the perfect one. I was there. I tried so many, from simple, buy at the grocery store ones to programs that you buy over the phone or online. Nothing was working for me. It would maybe work for a couple of weeks, but then it would start breaking out. Sometimes even worse, even with the expensive, try this product, everyone loves it. No, I didn't love it and made my skin worse. Thank you though. I actually ran out of soap at one point, and I was so frustrated that I was like, what do I just have? I'm just gonna use whatever soap that I have under the sink. And I happen to have Dr. Bronner's soap. I get the baby unscented one because I have sensitive skin. I had bought it for something, I don't even remember what, and I was just like, well, I'm not going to the store, I'm not getting new soap until I find the right one, blah, 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 blah. I was mad. Used this for the rest of the week, and I noticed my skin didn't hurt after I used it. That was a big issue for me. My skin would be in pain, it would be so dry and so painful feeling. That doesn't help. That does not help acne, having dry skin. Let me tell you, that's gonna be the next thing I talk about. But this soap is just so gentle, so gentle on my skin, and it only takes a teeny tiny bit in order to get your, I get my makeup off really well with it actually. Tiny amount, That bottle may be expensive for the initial purchase, but it lasts forever. So I started using this as my regular soap, and over time I saw a huge reduction in the amount of pimples I was seeing on the rest of my face. Still get some breakout on my chin. That's hormonal, I know a lot of it, so I just treat that area as best I can. But if I can get the rest of my face clear, I'd say it's looking pretty good. I'm quite happy with this result. So I've been using that for, probably about a year now, I think, as my soap. And like I said, I've seen such a huge improvement, and I'm really thrilled about it. So maybe if you're not finding the soap is working with your skin, maybe a less is more approach is what you need. Like I said, I'm not a dermatologist, talk to yours. But, you know, worth a shot. Just saying. So cleansing, super important. I've also found that toning is important. A lot of people talk about toners, and I was like, I don't get what it's supposed to do. Why am I going to do that? Me. But if you wear makeup, gets rid of a lot, gets rid of most, helps get rid of the rest. I did actually find that before I was using this soap, I would see more residue from makeup. This soap gets rid of, like I said, almost all of it. But this gets rid of any of the little remnants that you just can't seem to get rid of. It's also, I guess, like what it does is like it helps tighten your pores after a shower. Like you can also splash cold water on your face, similar effect. But this in particular just makes my skin feel like that extra clean. It's also really refreshing, this particular one. This is one I got from Yes Style, actually. It's a milk brightening toner. I don't know if it brightens, I don't know if it does any of that, but I like the way my skin feels after I use it. And I do notice that when I have this as part of my routine, it does seem to help my skin stay kind of calmer, less inflamed. So that's like my second step to my skincare routine. My third step, I just like knocked over everything. My third step is actually the medicating. Like I said, go to a dermatologist, talk to them, see if there's something more you need. I have rosacea, so I am on a couple of different creams, one for the morning, one for the evening, and like I said, it has helped a lot. I won't really talk about my prescriptions. I don't think that that's something that you... Oh, there's a spider! You just saw that on the camera, didn't you? Oh my god. I know it's a little bitty, but I really hate spiders. Okay, I'm gonna take care of this real fast. Alright, the itsy bitsy spider went down the water spout. Where was I? That like totally threw me off track. Spider just suddenly dangling in front of my face from the ceiling. Okay, I think we're okay. Talked about toner. Oh, prescription medications. I'm not going to talk about that. That is something that you should talk to a doctor about. I have a whole spiel about that. I won't get into that here because that's not what this video is about. But wash, tone, medicate, moisturize. I know a lot of people who are like, oh, I don't want to over moisturize because I have oily skin or whatever. I have combination 2 dry skin, and I find that if my skin gets like flaky and dry, that is when I have breakouts no matter what else that I'm using. So moisturizing is a good step for me. And honestly, if you have oily skin, finding the right moisturizer is important still, because when you're stripping your skin a lot, which a lot of people tend to do if they have oily skin, your skin is probably trying to overcompensate for that. So still moisturize. This one's my favorite. None of this is sponsored. I wish, because this is not cheap lotion, but once again, the expense for how my skin reacts to it has been tremendous. It's super lightweight and it like absorbs right in. Like I said, I mix my foundation. Did I say that earlier? I don't remember. I'll mix my foundation with this in the morning, just like a pea-sized amount of this and like a lentil amount of size of my foundation, because it's like a full coverage one and I don't really need that so much anymore. But I'll mix them together and like one step and done, which is great for me because I am not a morning person. And then I'll also use that just plain in the evening after I do my other steps for my skincare. But yeah, like literally for me, it's like 4 steps: cleanse, tone, medicate, moisturize. And I have come a long way. My next big thing is bad habits, leaning, picking. Like, I feel like if I can get those 2 things under control, it's really going to help my chin area. We'll see. We'll see how it happens with that. Bad habits are hard to break, so progress. That's the biggest thing, is just making progress. But those are the 4 key steps, my 4 key products that I use all the time, and it's really that simple. I feel like sometimes less is more, especially if you have sensitive skin that's prone to breakouts. So maybe if you're heaping on maybe too many products, like I said, talk to your dermatologist and try kind of like what people do with food. Maybe you need to cut out and then slowly add back things to see how your skin is really actually reacting to it. That's not to say that's all I use all the time, those 4 products. Like I said, I tend to have dry skin, so I definitely use more moisturizers. I like clay masks, I like different stuff, but this one, I just wanted to be about the basics. So yeah, look forward to more cosplay complexion videos in the future because, like I said, that's a big thing for confidence. If nothing else, if you're unsure of your costume, if you're unsure of your wig, if you're unsure if you're even doing a good pose, sometimes just knowing you have a good looking complexion going on is a big lifesaver. I will say that. I hope this helps someone. If it does, if you find that you like product that I mentioned, let me know. Let me know if you have favorites. Let me know if you've gone on a journey similar to my own and found that, less is more. Maybe for you more was more. But everyone's different. All skin is different. Talk to your doctor. Can't emphasize that enough. Please, if you really have something bothering you, go to your dermatologist and see what he has to say about it. But anyways, I'm going to cut the rambling off now, and thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.